Now, your stories, your struggles, and your successes. This is Focus on South Florida.
Good Sunday morning, everybody, and welcome to Focus on South Florida. I'm CBS 4's Eliott Rodriguez, in for Michelle Gillen. Thanksgiving is just a few days away, an opportunity for us to stop and be thankful for all that we have. But Thanksgiving can be a tough time for people in our community who are less fortunate. The First Presbyterian Church of Fort Lauderdale is bringing the spirit of giving alive again this year, much the same way it has for the past 60 years. That's a long time. Here in the studio this morning is the Reverend Dr. Russell Ritchel, Jr. He is the church pastor. Also here is Brandon Stewart. He is the Salvation Army's Community Relations and Special Events Manager. And gentlemen, thank you very much.
Eliott, thanks for having us.
For being on our show. Thanksgiving is right around the corner.
Just a couple days away.
And tell me about the activities of your church as far as Thanksgiving.
Well, actually, Eliott, it's not just our church. We have a whole cadre of folks. We partner with the Rotary Club in Fort Lauderdale, Florida Power and Light, Publix, Home Depot. All those places get together and we provide over 700 Thanksgiving meals for people that are needy and people that need a little bit of an extra help during the Thanksgiving season.
And tell me about the role of the Salvation Army in this effort.
The Salvation Army, through the Care to Share program with FPNL, as Dr. Ritchel mentioned, provides a list of about 200 names that are within the program of the Salvation Army that participate. You know, we're proud to be longtime partners, you know, with First Presbyterian in this program. So. And our constituents definitely, you know, appreciate their support.
Reverend, talk to me about the need this year with the holidays approaching, and we see images. There's an ongoing debate in Fort Lauderdale about where certain groups can feed the homeless, and we see long lines of people. Are you seeing more need?
I think that because we live in Florida, you know, there's a big need. Lots of people come here because they think it's warm. Just think about last week with Buffalo and some of those places that are just inundated with snow. So you want to come here to be warm, but then you come and the cost of living is high, and it's hard to find jobs that are well paying, and folks are struggling to make ends meet. And so we started in 1960s feeding just a few families, and it grew and it grew and it grew, and we found partners like Salvation Army and Florida Power and Light, and it's a wonderful way of extending, at least in this special season when we should give thanks, a hand out and a hand up and an opportunity to help folks.
And tell me about the folks that you're seeing that are coming out and taking advantage of this program.
Well, it's very interesting because over the years we've built these partnerships, and so Florida Power and Light can identify folks that are struggling with their electric bill, and Publix helps us get food at a reduced rate, and Salvation Army identifies people, and our church works with one of the housing projects, Lauderdale Point, and they're bussed in every day, so we know some of the families there, and you find one hand over another. This year we're going to add another group, and it's the families of folks that are deployed. We think that's a really good thing for us to say to the servicemen. Thanks for your service to our country.
And I understand your food baskets have already been delivered for these families to prepare.
That's right, yesterday. It was quite a deal.
Tell me about the event.
Well, it starts at about 5:30 in the morning, and some guys show up to the church. We rent a big truck. We used to get it donated, but this year we have to rent it. And they go to Publix and some other places and pick up pallets of food. I mean, it's a lot for, you think about 700 baskets, and Publix helps us keep the cost down, and for about $32 a family, we can give them a turkey and green beans and stuffing, and we kind of pack the bags with the heavy stuff on the bottom so that, you know, you don't crush the pumpkin pie. You don't want to do that.
And it makes such a difference for a lot of families. Something that seems, you know, like no big deal for a lot of folks. It really is a big deal.
Well, it can be, and just to have that little break in the tension of not having enough food to put on the table for your family.
Tell me about what the Salvation Army is now gearing up now that the holidays are upon us.
Yes, the holidays are a big time, especially for the Salvation Army. Thanksgiving is, you know, of course, right around the corner. So we have the program with First Presbyterian on Thanksgiving. We partner with the Cheesecake Factory and their South Florida restaurants, and providing a meal to all the homeless. All are welcome, no qualifications. So on Thanksgiving Day, Thanksgiving morning, we provided a meal. Our Angel Tree program provides toys to over 2,500 children here in Broward County. And our new open door shelter that just opened in May is an ongoing not only feeding program but providing shelter to. Where
is that located?
It's 1445 West Broward Boulevard, right in the heart of downtown. So it's the only low-demand shelter in Broward County that provides, food, safety, and shelter, and of course rest to those on the streets.
Let me ask you this: when can we expect to see the bell ringers out there during the holiday season for the Salvation Army?
As early as next week. We have our kettle kickoff this Friday in Lauderdale by the Sea, and you'll see them out and about at the stores, Walmarts, different shops, Kmart's, so you can also, we have also the online Red Kettle. So if you can't make it to one of the stores, you can definitely go online, SalvationArmyFlorida.org/Fort Lauderdale and donate to our Red Kettle.
Reverend, you have some information? People can go online and get more?
Firstpres.cc is our church website, and you can go there and see the stuff and send us an email and tell us you want to help next year. This is something that not just our church members do, but everybody across the community.
Okay, Reverend Russ Ritchel and Brandon Stewart of the Salvation Army, thank you very much for joining us on
Great
Focus.
opportunity to be with you.
Continue the great job, too.